The prosecution and this court doesn't know the law. That is the fact.
Yes.
Poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria. Poor knowledge of the law. They don't know the law. This is a federal gazetted law of Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Binta Nyako what to do. It's here. It's your law. Just obey it. That is why I do what I do. I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra. My right to agitate. My right. They turned it from reasonable felony now to terrorism.
Human rights application against the Federal Republic of Nigeria formally received in Banjul. Banjul is in Gambia. On the 9th of May 2025, the African Commission on Human and People's Rights officially received and signed an application filed against the Federal Republic of Nigeria for grave and persistent violation of human rights, including extrajudicial killing, abductions, enforced disappearance, acts of terrorism, and systemic failure of governance. The application accuses the Nigerian government of breaching multiple provisions of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, to which is a state party. It outlines a pattern of state inaction, complicity, and disregard for the sanctity of the life, security, and dignity of each citizen, particularly in a region plagued by criminal gangs, insurgent violence, and law enforcement abuses. This is the beginning of a decisive legal and moral campaign for justice. Our petition aims to expose the government's failure to protect its people and to trigger continental accountability. The Africa Charter was not adopted to decorate shelves. It's a binding promise to African people, said the applicant. The application also questions the international community's double standards, highlighting that even states such as Finland, which collect legal evidence from Nigeria, have simultaneously issued travel advisories warning their own citizens of the danger of crime, terrorism, and kidnapping in the same territory. This contradiction raises concern about the credibility and safety of legal cooperation with a government alleged to be failing its own people. The Commission is expected to begin preliminary review proceedings to determine admissibility and merits. The application has requested that the case be treated with urgency and reverse the right to seek provisional measures as the situation in several Nigerian states continues to deteriorate. This case is not just about Nigeria, it is a test of the African human rights system relevance and responsiveness in the face of escalating state-sponsored or state-enabled violence across the continent. And people, they don't carry Nigeria, they go Africa court too. You know, say all this insecurity, all this by everywhere, all this human rights violation everywhere in Nigeria. Imagine the case of Mazen and the Kanu is a typical example of human rights violation, and other people, other Nigerian citizens, you understand, whereby so many things going on and the Nigeria government doesn't care about it. Right now, African Human Rights Commission don't stand up, say they want drag Nigeria go African court, make them go defend why they no want protect the life of our citizens, why the corruption too much for Nigeria, why the terrorism, insurgent, why all this violence everywhere, north, east, west, everywhere in Nigeria, why? And none of them, the politicians, the leader, the president, is not saying anything about it. Now for Africa court, they will go explain to the whole Africa. You know, Nigeria is in Africa, West Africa, and the whole Africa, they get Africa court. Where we say any country in Africa will misbehave, will go answer to other African country.